Hey, and welcome to my channel. Now, I was not going to do any kind of vlogging or anything until I don't know when. Maybe if there was a tag tomorrow. I'm not sure if there's going to be or not. Depends on how Tracy's feeling. But I got some happy mail and our card for the day we need to talk about. So I thought, well, I'll just drag this tripod in here and we'll just sit up and talk a minute. Now, you've not seen me for a couple days because I've taken a couple days off on purpose, not because there wasn't anything to film or anything to say. I could have thought of something, but I purposely took a couple days off. And I'll tell you, I was contemplating, when did I want to come back? What was the next thing I wanted to talk about? Do I even want to come on here and tell y'all, okay, here's what I ate? Because I'm feeling like every day, and I'm going to tell you what, I'm tired. I'm very tired. And I thought, well, I like doing my YouTube. I don't want to quit it. But I went through this before. I was doing too much. I was trying to do too much. And so that puts me in a physical place of I can't hardly keep up. And so I was sitting over there for 2 days, not thinking it really, but you know how you contemplate things. Doesn't mean it ever comes to fruition, but you know how you just, and especially as women, we just run things around in our head. We can go from 0 to insanity in 2 seconds. Y'all know how we can do. So I sit over there and I just rolled and mulled and twirled all these things around in my mind. Well, what if you did quit YouTube? Well, what if you only videotaped this? Or what if you just did this? Or if you didn't do this? And so I specifically didn't do anything for 2 days because I just didn't want to. I did my meal prep, and I'm going to tell you what, getting that done Saturday and not having to do it Sunday was amazing. Because normally Sunday morning, and I have to meal prep, or I'm just no good for the week. I'm no good. Whether I film it or not, I am no good if I don't have prep. That's just me personally. But not having to wait for David to get up, get his breakfast, figure out if he's got something to do outside or if I've got to run him to the bedroom, because we have the big open area where the living room and the kitchen and everything's all together, so he can't sit there and watch his TV while I'm over there doing my thing. So said I had it done Saturday, had it up and posted, I was done. So Sunday, yesterday, was Holly's birthday dinner. Today's her actual birthday. She's 26. And so we had our birthday dinner yesterday, and that's all I had to fool with, was just fixing her birthday dinner. So I got to come back here. I made a craft. I worked on this craft up here. I'll show you that, which you can already see it, but we'll talk about it. And so it was a relaxing day. The kids came over. We had dinner. We sat around and talked a little bit. And they, went their ways and did their thing. And then me and David watched the Super Bowl, which I told you before, I'm normally just in the house, but I actually watched this Super Bowl. It was interesting to me. It did not turn out, I think, the way they predicted it to, but I enjoyed watching it. So it was nice to not have to fool with turning the camera on record for 2 days. So I sat over there for those 2 days thinking, I wasn't going to do anything today. I'm like, I don't know when I want to do anything next. Well, this is what happened. This how it happened. That's what we say around here. This what had happened. Saturday. It was Saturday. Yeah. I got this card in the mail. Handmade by Sue Hecht. Just wing it. Life, eyeliner, everything. And the inside's a sentiment, handwritten. Very sweet. And talking about my YouTube channel. So that was Saturday. I'm like, okay. There's one reason you do it. Sunday. Let me set this back there. I get a email another sweet message, this, that, and the other. Okay, well, there's number 2 that has come your way. Then today, let me set my coffee down. I got a package at my post office box from, I'm going to call Tammy Konachek. I think that might be how you pronounce it. If I butchered it, I apologize. And it was for Valentine's. And she's always a big supporter. And I'm like, okay, well, there's 3 days, 3 ways that kind of solidifies that no, you don't want to quit YouTube, but it might not hurt you just to slow down. So y'all, it's funny how they come just when they did. It was like, like they were sent right when they were supposed to be sent. Well, let me show you this. It's a 7-piece owl kitchen set. Check this out. It's an owl pot holder. Isn't he so cute? And another owl pot holder. And then a patterned oven mitt. And then the same pattern on a dish rag. Listen, here in the South we call them dish rags. The refined people probably call them dishcloths. We call them dish rags. And then the owl dish rag. And then 2 kitchen towels. This owl and these little owls. So isn't that cute? Thank you, Tammy. I love it. I love it. I love my card. I love my email. I love all my emails. I love everything y'all send to me, everything y'all say to me, all your comments, all your everything. And let me get my coffee. So it just kind of helped me. Like I said, I wasn't going to quit. I knew I wasn't going to quit. But you know how you just kind of get, I'm just tired. I'm really tired. And it's not because I haven't tracked, because I didn't track when I did my last What I Ate video, and I told you that. So whether doggone it. Okay, don't never fail. Don't never fail. What even was I saying? Yeah, I was not feeling because I didn't want to tell you, hey, I hadn't tracked, because I told you the other day I hadn't tracked. I started tracking back today, but with her birthday dinner yesterday, I didn't track that. I wasn't going to. I knew whenever next year comes around, if I'm still doing whatever diet I'm doing, I won't track it. I can tell you that right now. The next birthday that comes up that I make, I'm not tracking that. So it's not like I was hiding anything, because I'll tell you right, flat out, I'm telling you right now, I ain't tracked nothing since whatever, a week ago until today. And me, see, this is where the stubbornness of me comes in. At first, when I first started, it was like, okay, this really is going to hold you accountable. And it did, because I was like, oh my gosh, don't eat that, because you got to tell it. Then it got to where, well, I'll just tell it. So it just does. If I do it, I'll just, okay, guess what? I ate a whole sleeve of cookies the other day. I'll tell it. It doesn't, coming on here and telling you what I ate does not hold me accountable to not eating it. Y'all know what I mean? Because if I'm going to screw up and I'm going to eat that sleeve of cookies, I'll just come on here and tell you, hey, guess what? I messed up. I ate the cookies. And going about my business. So I don't think I would be doing myself any disservice by not doing a video every other day of what I ate. I mean, if you want to know what I eat, I'll tell you, but I don't see that I'm going to do a video every single day, because it has really gotten to be too much for me physically. But yeah, I'm not, I'll just tell it. Now, Sunday, when I did not have to prep, have I already said this? I don't think I have. I have to prep my food, or I'm just lost through the week. I'm just lost. I have to have some breakfast and I have to have some lunch. I can figure the snacks out. I've got that covered pretty good right now. Well, I did it Saturday because I knew Sunday was birthday, and I was not going to try to do birthday and then Super Bowl all on Sunday. Let me tell you, not worrying Sunday morning about what time's he getting up, when's he going to eat his breakfast, does he got to go outside and work, is he going to be in the building, is he going to have to stay in the bedroom, blah, 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 all of that. I just got to get up, leisurely come in here, work on my crafts. I made like 2 things I finished off. I was up really early. Big surprise. And that was those 2 days that it just felt good. Now, I won't be able to not prep because then I am setting myself up for failure if I don't prep. Even if I wasn't filming, I would still have to prep something because that's the only way I can get it. That's the only way I can get it done, even halfway. Even if I don't track, I still got to have something to go to for lunch and something to go to for breakfast. Now, before we go on, I told you on my, this chair is hard. I told you on my menu plan, getting cold, that I would tell you what I thought about that keto bread at Aldi's. I don't like it. If you like it, that is, I'm not throwing no shade at you, but see, I don't like the wheat bread. I like good old soft white bread. So when I was eating bread, I would eat the white wheat because that's like the healthiest thing that was still like white bread. But there was something about this bread, and you know I gave up the bread last October. But when I bought that pimento cheese, I just wanted a pimento cheese sandwich. And I'm like, when I was at Aldi's getting my produce, I seen it. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to do it. I didn't like it. I ate the sandwich, but I peeled all the crust off, which I do that anyway. But this was extra crusty. To me, it was real, like a stale crust, more so than normal. And so it just left a little bit on the inside. And I just couldn't get past the flavor. I couldn't really put my finger on it. And I told Joan, I said, what am I going to do with this bread? She said, well, freeze it. I said, for what? She said, that emergency pimento sandwich. I'm like, it would have to be a dire emergency. But I thought, well, I had it. Let me try some toast. So the next morning, I made me some sugar and cinnamon sugar toast, whatever you want to call it. But I make it the cinnamon sugar with the Lakanto, not real sugar. It's just as good. It's delicious. You should try it. Whatever ratio you want. So I toasted it in the air fryer like I always, my air fryer oven. That's where I always used to toast my bread. Put some real butter on it. Shook on that cinnamon sugar. I couldn't do it. I pinched about that much out of the middle of each one of them. No joke. Where the butter had melted and the cinnamon sugar had got into the bread, and I ate that. And I hate to go on and on and on about it. Because if you like it, you might think I'm being hateful, but I ain't being hateful. I'm just telling you, my personal opinion is I would just do without bread. I will make, if I have to have something, I will make one of them keto mug breads or something, or just do without like I have been. I've just been doing without, and I've survived, So that's that about the keto bread. Now that is just the one at Aldi's. I ain't tried no other ones, and I won't. I'm pretty sure I can tell you. I'm pretty sure that I won't be trying no more. So anyway, now that I've pooped on your bread party, this, when I said that the other day, don't do what's wrong for you because it's right for somebody else. I said, I'm going to put that on the sign. So I worked on that. I put it on the sign. I put it right there where I can see it. Because, Lord have mercy, we need to remember that. And you know what? just because, for example, that keto bread was not for me. If it was for you, you eat that keto bread and don't worry about, ooh, a girl say that she didn't like that stuff, I better not eat it. No, if you like it, you better eat it. That brings us to this. The Happy Mail and this is what spurred me to go ahead and do this vlog today. I sit over here to do some paperwork, check a few things, and so I changed my card when I'm over here. I changed it. And when that card popped up, I was like, do it. It says, be a voice, not an echo. Did you hear that? Be a voice, not an echo. Don't go like sonar on people. Don't bounce off of them to come back to you and be who you're going to be. No, no, no. Don't try to be like nobody else. Think for yourself. Create for yourself. Whatever you do, do for yourself because that's who you are. That's how you feel. That's what you enjoy. Not because you see so-and-so down the street and you're like, oh, I want to be like her. No, you don't. You don't want to be like nobody but you. Listen to me. You don't want to be like me. I'm not trying to tell you that you can't look at people for inspiration. You follow recipes. You're like, oh, that's a good recipe. You can still change it to match yourself. But have your own personality. Be who you are. And if it's quirky, it's quirky. And if it's cuckoo, it's cuckoo. And if it's plain, it's plain. If it's like just whatever it is, don't echo off of somebody else's personality. Don't sponge off of somebody else's personality. Figure out who you are and be that person and be proud to be that person. Now, there are people that I admire. There are people that I find the way they live their life very commendable. The things they do, even how they keep house, because I ain't no housekeeper. The things that they do. But I'm still just going to be me. I'm not going to, I can admire them without trying to be them. And I think that's what this card is telling us. Be the voice. Speak for who you are. Let your voice be heard. Let your light shine. Not echoing off of somebody else. So I thought that was that was a good card right there. That one I might have to put on a sign too. I might have to I'll find me a little spot somewhere up there. That's a good one. I think that's a good one. Because I just think what I preach y'all all the time. Be who you are. Be yourself. That's why that speaks to me so much, because I just want you to be you, and I want you to be whoever you are. Don't try to be her or him. Admire them, like, oh, I like how you do that, or that's pretty cool, but just be, and don't be down on yourself if you can't be them. I see people who put my homemaking skills to shame, but I'm not going to break my neck trying to be them, because that's not who I am. I'm just going to carry on and do what I do and be who I am. Listen, Holly told me she was in the first grade. I'm pretty sure I've told y'all this before. When I worked, one of the places I worked with was my best friend when he was alive. And I used to get her after school and bring her to finish up the day with me. So I would go to school and pick her up, and then she would come back and stay at the office. And if she had like little first grade homework or whatever, she would sit around and she would color, whatever. And anyway, she was doing something. And I said, Holly, why do you do that? She looked at me without missing the beat. She goes, that's just who I am. so that's what I want you to be. I just want you to be who you am. I am who I am. Who says that? Ain't that Popeye? Don't Popeye say I am who I am? Anyway, another rambling video. Maybe I should have took another day off. I don't know. Anyway, now that I have gobbledygooked it all to pieces here, I guess that's all I'm gonna say. So I don't know when I'll be back. I will just leave it like I leave it. I will see you on my next video.